My goal is not to intentionally on NBT, but I am honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I don't care about sponsorships. They'll never sponsor me now. If I get popular enough to the point where I can even do that, they'll go back and see this video and be like, fuck you, guy. And I'm okay with that. It's actually smart. So it's not slapping against your helmet going like, bah, 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 like Chris Kattan when he's the monkey guy that eats apples from SNL.
What is the color of a stop sign? Red. Excellent. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My point is, they got so many people promoting for them, including Jixer Bra, who I talk about on my channel from time to time. I don't mean any disrespect, Mr. Bra, Senor Jixer, and the guy who owns NBT, because I'm sure you're a cool dude, but your hoodie fucking sucked, dude. Okay? I'm just being honest. Alright, y'all. It's a little dark and it's a little chilly, but it's time to go home. Oh, did it again. So, if you ever think you have a dead battery or something stupid, make sure you're not in first gear like a moron like me. Because the other day I thought I had like a bad starter fuse, or my battery wasn't getting enough juice to turn it over. I was basically being a tard. This goddamn bug splat is bothering me. Really don't want to use my new gloves for that, but it's actually pissing me off a little bit now. Okay. It's getting a little colder out, fellas. If you live anywhere not in the south, it's about to be a depressing time of year, man. I hate it. Man, I hate it. I'm gonna prep to ride through the winter like I did last year, except I think I might take it a little more seriously. Get some heated gear. Alright. Thing is loud.
As you know, this is a highly complex case.
Goddamn. Motherfucker at work is sick. I hope he didn't get me sick. I will be very not happy. God damn it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got it. The driving's not too bad. Oh, not your lane's over there. Yep, there you go. There you go. I'm not gonna say what. I'm not gonna finish that thought. Let's not finish that thought. Cyber loser. Cute. No, it's not. It's another electric loser. They're copying the Cybertruck light. Oh my god, you guys. Colder than I thought it was gonna be. It's getting to be windbreaker time for sure. It's a little chilly, so I got my Under Armour thermal, a t-shirt, and my new Torque hoodie, which I've just received in the mail last week, and this is my first week riding with it, and I must say so far I fucking love it. It's pretty goddamn awesome. I really like it. I can tell you what it's better than. It's 190% better than my NBT hoodie. So all that hype NBT has because of all the people they pay, and like, hey, I'd love for them to pay me, don't get me wrong, but I actually, unless they offer me like a crazy amount of money, I think everyone understands if you're getting offered like a lot of money, it's tough to turn down that stuff. But I know this happened with like RWH with the helmets a while ago. They're just paying everybody nice little checks to say how much they love their product when their product is just not that good, you know? Like, that's just what it comes down to. And that's not my words, that's the other people that actually reviewed the helmets. And one of the guys that was actually a sponsor, I forgot his name, he's got a pretty somewhat popular YouTube channel. It's more popular than mine, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. He was trying to give RWH some feedback on some stuff he didn't really love about their helmets, and they just basically said, shut up and promote it. That's not what we're paying you for. He was like, look man, it's just not good. I can't, if you're not gonna like take feedback, I can't in good conscience promote it. and just take money and then like set people up for like a shitty product. It's just not a good look. And I respect the hell out of that guy and his integrity. Integrative Farms. I respect him for being legit, you know. Like, that's hard to do, and you do this as a hobby, but also the hope is you can maybe make a living off it. You're not necessarily trying to strike it rich. It's not necessarily like my goal. I just want to be able to do this as a hobby, and if I can make some side money from it, then that's obviously a great thing. But I like doing it, so I'm going to be doing it whether I'm making money or not. So it can be, I can see how it could be challenging though, if they're offering you some straight butter cash, some chunks of dough, to be like, just shut the fuck up and say you like it. You know, I can see that. I can see that falling into that trap. But that guy didn't. He was like, you know what? I thought I liked your brand, but I actually don't. And you're not really willing to do anything about it, so fuck off. NBT is the same situation. I really get distracted easily. That's called ADHD, I guess. Something tells me that most riders have ADD, and I don't know if I'm just making a broad assumption, but my point is NBT is that. They got so many people promoting for them, including Jixerbra, who I talk about on my channel from time to time, you know, because I do like his channel, I like his videos, I'm a fan of his content, and not just like the rip through traffic at death speeds, but like, you know, his putting around, riding around town, topic videos. Like I you know, I like his channel. I like his personality in the videos. It's entertaining to watch, so I watch him. I know he's, I think, kind of buddies with the NBT guy, or at least knows him because he calls him out by first name sometimes. And I don't mean any disrespect, Mr. Bra, Senor Jixer, and the guy who owns NBT, because I'm sure you're a fucking cool dude, and I'm sure you got a group of cool friends, but your hoodie fucking sucked, dude. Okay? I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to sit here and shit on them. I'm not saying Torque is the best brand ever. They're not sponsoring me. For the record, Torque is not sponsoring me. What I did do, though, to be perfectly transparent, is I DM'd Torque. I slid in their DMs, and I was like, hey, Torque, I'm an up-and-coming YouTuber, I'd consider myself. I had a bad experience with one clothing company. I've heard good things about yours, and they look cool, and you got the Kevlar lining. I'd like to do a video on it. Would you be willing to send me one? That's all I wanted. Just send me one so I don't have to buy one, because if a motherfucker can get something for free, why wouldn't a motherfucker try and get something for free? You can't hate me for that. You can't knock me for trying that. That's all I'll say. They didn't answer. Not a surprise. not a surprise. They're like 2,500 or two. I don't even have 2,500 subs. What am I saying? They're like 2,100 subs. Yeah, pass. My point was all of the Torque stuff seems to be like Harley cruiser driven. When it comes to like the guys doing like ads for them and promoting them, I didn't see a lot of sport bike guys rocking their shit or promoting them. And I'm the sort of sport bike guy. I mean, I'm into sport bikes. I have a sport bike, and I will continue to get sport bikes as my riding career goes on. Maybe I get some naked bikes, but I'm not going to be a cruiser boy or a Harley guy. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. You will never catch me owning a Harley, most likely. Probably not. I'd never say never, I guess. They didn't want no part of that, and I get it. But my point is, I was going to buy their shit anyway, so I'm like, well, let me see if I can get one sent my way. If not, I'm buying it anyway. Whatever. And it was less money. First and foremost, let's start with that. It was a lot less money. Not a lot. It was 20 or 30 bucks less. That's a good amount. It's not bad. And it's Kevlar lined with CE2 padding. And it's got KYY zippers. YKK zippers. YKY. KYK. Waikiki. It's got Waikiki zippers. It's got these zippers. I don't know. I'll show you on the screen. And those are high quality. They the best. The best. We're the best. Na, 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 na. There's a lot going for him. So the NBT hoodie had some basic bitch shit fucking zippers that quite honestly broke after a couple months of using. And I don't, saying a couple months of using is actually not accurate, because I didn't even use them for a couple of months. Like, I used the hoodie for a couple months, but I didn't really put shit in my pockets. And then eventually I started like, yeah, let me use my pockets here and there. Let me try putting the mic in here one time, see how that sounds. Let me throw my ID in here quick, because I don't feel like putting it in my book bag. I use that thing. I use the pockets, the zippers in the hoodie pockets, I don't know, a dozen times or so, a couple dozen maybe, and the fucking zippers broke. Like, what, dude? Come on now, that's a little bullshit. Like, it's one thing if they weren't like the most pleasant zippers to use, or if I constantly ramrodded the shit out of them. That was not the case. They just broke after some moderate / minimal usage. That's first and foremost. Secondly, this is, I guess, more my fault, so I'm not gonna, I guess I can't hit him too hard for this, but like, so I bought a schmedium, right? Medium technically, and it fit me great. And then I washed it, and I know how to wash clothes, okay? Mama didn't raise no fool. I know how to wash clothes without shrinkage, insert joke, pause. And then that fucking sweater though, my god, that thing shrunk into like I could have gifted it to my 10-year-old nephew, bro. Like, that thing was so small, it shrunk so much in one shot. Again, I guess that's my fault, but holy fuck, I don't have any other clothes that shrink like that. Everything shrinks when you wash it, I get it, but god damn. And then not just that, but like, you realize when you start comparing it to other gear, like, oh, there's nothing abrasive resistant about this. It is just legit like cotton hoodie material. There's nothing to it. You know, it's not like, for comparison, the Torque hoodie is Kevlar lined for abrasion resistant, you know, abrasion resistance during impact and whatnot.
I tell you what.
Which is a good thing. So it's got that going for it. Plus, it's got the padding. Plus, I got the zip up so that, like, if you go to work or something, you don't have to pull a hoodie up and over your head with the back pad every time, which is annoying, and fuck your hair up and whatever. So there was that, which is a nice advantage, but that's just a different style of hoodie, so that's not really like a relevant, like, diss on NBT. So yeah, that's not a relevant diss on NBT. What I would say that is just different style. I think NBT has a zip up, whatever. Point is, it shrunk. It's not double stitched. That's the other thing. So it shrunk. The padding is meh. It's not the greatest padding. It's CE2 rated, sure, but the zippers broke almost immediately. The snaps fucking slap against your helmet and just make a ton of goddamn noise. So you have to, I gotta stop cursing so much. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to clean up my image and my mouth. But it doesn't make, it just makes a ton of noise. For me vlogging, that sucks, because all you hear is like clack, 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 clack. It's just hitting your fucking helmets. I have to like tie them in a knot and tuck them and figure out a way to whatever. Torque puts rubber ends on the end of theirs. They just like rubberize the end of it. Now, someone might look at that and be like, oh, that's cheap. Like, no, it's actually smart. So it's not slapping against your helmet going like, bra, 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 like Chris Kattan when he's the monkey guy that eats apples from SNL.
What is the color of a stop sign? Red. Excellent. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like an advantage in my opinion. I'm literally just circling so I can finish my thought before I go home. So sorry, this isn't like an exciting, let's hit some twisties on a ride and let's talk about something. But this just, you know, it's cold out and this became a topic randomly. So we're going to discuss it now. So yeah, let's just recap. The zippers broke somewhat immediately. It shrunk like I jumped into a fucking pool in the middle of the winter type shrinkage, you know what I'm saying? And then the padding is like meh. The stitching is extra meh. The stitching is literally just, it's just regular stitching. The material is not abrasion resistant. There's no advantage to it. But here's the downside. Guess how much it cost? $230 for that. That's wild. It's literally, the problem with that is, I don't mind paying for whatever. I'm not cheap per se. If it's about safety, I'll pay the money. The problem is you're charging people the same amount of money that it costs to actually get something, that's actually safe or protective, or more protective, I should say. Like the Torque hoodie I got was like $190. It's warmer, the material feels nicer, it's thicker. There's Kevlar lining in it. The padding seems like a better quality. The zipper is one of the better zippers you can put on a product. And it's just, I just don't know how you justify that. But what happens is it's got a cool name, just 3 initials, so that's pretty cool, right? So NBT sounds cool. You got all of like the coolest moto vloggers and not just moto vloggers, but IG TikTok boys who just rip like they're trying to kill themselves. All them guys like promoting it and wearing them, and the guys that promote it are like the guys that just wear t-shirts normally and don't even give a fuck about gear. So that makes sense. That works for them. So all I'll say is this before I fucking close out. I'm not trying, my goal is not to intentionally shit on NBT, but I am honest with my shit. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat nothing. I don't care about sponsorships. They'll never sponsor me now. If I get popular enough to the point where I can even do that, they'll go back and see this video and be like, fuck you, guy. And I'm okay with that, because unless they have a product that's worth promoting, I'm not going to promote it. And you'll see that in my description. I wore an NBT hoodie for quite a while because I just dealt with it because I spent so much fucking money on it. And everyone's like, oh, you want to see all my gear and equipment? Check my description below. Well, that's the one link I don't put in my description, because I can't in good conscience promote that, have somebody buy it just so I can make $1 or $2, even if it was $50, $100, and say they go down and they fucking burn their skin off, you know? Like, I would feel like a dick. Some people don't, but that's them. I'd like to think I have some fucking integrity, at least. I could have more. You can always have a little more. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll do maybe a more thorough review on the Torque hoodie, but a quick comparison between the two, not even fucking close. And then there's Ugly Bros brand, which is another good brand that you're gonna pay the same or a little more for, but you're getting quality and safety that's actually like real thought out safety, not just an actual NBT is basically just a hoodie you could buy at Kohl's or somewhere for fucking 25 bucks on clearance with some pockets in it that hold padding. That's all an NBT hoodie is, okay? All right. I accidentally stalled my bike, I guess. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm gonna pretend like it was just me and I don't know nothing. Let's wrap it up because it's dark and late. My point is, if you're gonna spend money on gear, hopefully you watch this channel and you see this video and do more research than I did. You're able to at least absorb this information before you go and make a purchase that you're going to regret. That's all. It's a lot of money you're spending. That's what bothers me. NBT, if you're going to do that, that's fine. You want to just do a regular hoodie with some fucking pockets. The point of that should be that you have an affordable option that gives some sort of protection, although not great really at all. Some sort of protection. It's better than nothing, but it's not like really protection, you know what I mean? Yeah. So if that's the case, then my opinion is, why would you not sell it at like 120 bucks, 140 bucks? It does not cost you that much more to make that. All you're doing is getting some material made in China, because if you look up the Chinese brands and put them together side by side with NBT pants and like hoodies, same shit. And the same thing with the pants. The pants are a little bit better, I feel like. I do wear those still, but just starting to look more into other pants, it's like, oh, the stitching is not the same. Oh, the lining for the abrasion resistance for like sliding, if you dump it, it's just not the same as like these other higher end brands. But then when you look at the prices, you're like, oh wait, they're pretty much the same shit. Why am I paying this for like 70% of what I get when I would just pay the same amount and get this? But because the cool people promote shit, you know what I mean? And maybe NBT came out with some new shit that's actually good. I don't know. All I can talk about is what I've bought. I'll put my receipt for it on the screen, and I'll put a picture of what it is that I bought. And if you're looking to buy the same thing, avoid that. If they have a more expensive option that's more protective, and you really want NBT, by all means, don't let me fucking stop you. But I would also just be like, do research and check out Torque or Ugly Bros. Raven looks like it might be a good brand. I got a Raven Rider, I forget what it was called. It looked like it was half decent. All right, this went on long enough. Thank you all for watching. As always, please ride safe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.